we had a massive Papua New Guinea magnitude 7.1 earthquake that rattled Australia, and an aftershock of 4.8 hours later. This is a lot of activity going on today along the Ring of Fire. We had a Sumatra earthquake as well as of 6.1 and 5.7 at the Andaman Islands, and that was the area where we had 9.1 magnitude earthquake in December 26, 2004. Let's take a look at what's happening in Papua New Guinea. 7 magnitude earthquake, and it's about an 80-kilometer depth, almost at the crust. And this is the area of Papua New Guinea that we're talking about. Of course, here you see that it's a little bit further off, but let's go to the map and you can see what's going on. 7 magnitude, 86 people reported it, 4.8 a little bit later. And let's go back to our area of shake map. This is our shaking intensity, and the red lines are where we have the tectonic fault lines, and we have the population density here as well. Let's put it back on, and you can see how close it is to Australia. Okay, this map doesn't show it, but look at this. This is Australia right there. That's Australia, that's Papua New Guinea. Basically, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. What is it? It's like 100 miles of shallow water. Now, if you extrapolate these shake lines, this is where USGS stops the shake lines. But obviously, we know that a 7 magnitude earthquake is very, very big. Obviously, the northern part of Australia has been shaken, right here. Even though we don't have that many people living there, I think Australia is the least populated country in the world. Most of the populations are around this area here. Melbourne and Brisbane, right there. A little bit here on the south. And that's it. Hop, skip, and a jump from Papua New Guinea. Obviously, the north has been shaken if you extrapolate these lines. Now going to the geology of this, we know that it's in a very, very, very active subduction zone, and the plate boundary is over 4,000 kilometers long, from Sunda Java Trench to the Solomon Islands, and this is the exact same area that we had our 6.1. This is the Sunda Java zone right here, and it's very frequently that you get the stress going from one area to the other. These are the 2 big quakes that we had today in this region. Now let's go back to this. This is our area right there. Okay, the section is over 2,300 kilometers long, extending from west-northeast of Australian continent to the Coral Sea, intersecting the east coast of Papua New Guinea, right there. The boundary dominated by general northward subduction of the Australian plate going north. Australia is going under it. And along the South Solomon Trench, Australian plate converges with the Pacific plate at a rate of a fast 98 millimeters per year. Seismicity along the trench dominantly related to subduction tectonics, and large earthquakes are common. There have been 13 magnitude 7.5 and larger earthquakes since 1900. On April 1st, 2007, magnitude 8.1 interplate megathrust occurred at the west end of the trench, generating a tsunami. This was the 3rd magnitude 8.1 megathrust event associated with the subduction zone in the past century. The other 2 occurred in 1939 and 1977. So this is the area that we're talking about. The collision is very, obviously, sorry, where are we here? Okay. The collision rate is very fast because of the fast subduction of 90-something millimeters a year. And the ones that we had, let's go back to our Andaman Islands, that was about 65 per year. Over here, where we had the other earthquake today, 6.1, 7.0. This one is going a little bit slower, but you can see this is where we've had our earthquake activity today. Very big earthquakes. Okay, this again, the gray that you see here is the population density. And if we take that out, you can see that. Okay. So this is what's going on there today. A lot of activity around the Ring of Fire. We know that the Ring of Fire, the biggest fault line in the world, this is where we have 90% of the world's earthquakes and 75% of the world's volcanic activity. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.